All right, here we go. Race 1 of 21, the Australian Grand Prix. Qualified pretty low, I think 17th. Not hot. Not a great place to qualify. So they want us to go ultra to soft. I wonder if I should go soft. You know, let's see here. I wonder if we'll leave it like is, but we can push an extra lap if we need to. All right, 2 laps of extra fuel. The reason I do 2 laps of extra fuel, well, actually, usually it's 2 laps of extra fuel at 50% races, but these are 25%, so we'll see how it plays out. But I do that because I like to run the ERS in high as much as possible, and so after a few laps that depletes, then I can kick the engine mix from normal to rich, and drop the ERS down to low to recharge the batteries. I think that kind of makes up for some lost time. If that's a really bad way to do it, just let me know, but that's how I'm doing it for now. Also, you'll notice that I have to use the X button on my wheel for a clutch, because the clutch spring in my G920 pedals broke, and I've ordered a new one, but it hasn't gotten here yet. So anyway, live commentary is going to be fun, so let's just give this a shot and see how it goes. I might be pretty quiet the first lap. 5 red lights and we're off. Little wheel spin. Protect the inside. Look for the downshift. There we go. Don't be very cautious. I don't want to bust my front wing. We got a Mercedes motor. We can overtake a lot of these guys. Not a problem. I just do not want to mess up my front wing on the first lap. We will make these spots up. Lots of room. The AI just can be so unpredictable sometimes that just give them so much space. That was a hell of a dive bomb. That was not what I expected. I actually was a little late on the brakes coming into that braking zone for the inside line there. I just misjudged it a little bit. And luckily, I think that was Hartley, did not turn in too aggressively. Otherwise, I would have ended up with a damaged front wing, if not worse. So, hey, all right. I believe we've made up a couple spots in the first lap here. That was terrible. Awesome. I believe we made up a couple spots, and now let's settle into a rhythm here and try to get things moving. See if we can't score some points maybe this season, or start the season off. I'm going to have to do a better job on these corners than that if I'm going to want to score points, though. Yeah, again, too early. Pardon me. Career mode, man. I tell you what. Why is it that, and this is, I play a lot of sim racing titles, Assetto Corsa, Project Cars 2, Race from Racing Experience is my favorite. Why is it that single player is so ignored or just glossed over by these game developers? I don't understand. They're trying to develop and present to you this authentic racing experience, but they limit the authenticity to on the track only, and I believe they're missing a huge opportunity. I remember I love career mode. I just can't. I can't always sit and marry myself to my PC for the amount of time it takes to do an online race. It's just I have an illness that makes that very difficult. I also have an autistic son. Pardon me. Excuse me. I have an autistic son who sometimes demands attention. I mean, sometimes it's just not feasible for me to sit down and race online. So for me, a career mode is awesome. Something I can pause and walk away from if I need to. Grosjean's protecting on the inside, coming up into this braking up into this hard right-hander. All right, nice pass. P13 now. So yeah, so I love career mode. I mean, if you're my age, which is 40, yeah, I just turned 40 this year. Okay, safety car. So yeah, so career mode. I mean, like, who who doesn't remember like Madden in the early 2000s, or you know, FIFA, especially NHL here in North America, the NHL series. Just the career modes were awesome. I mean, they've gone downhill a little bit in recent times, especially FIFA. But they were great. Like the first time I remember when I had the PS1 and I got Madden, and it was like the first time I realized that the draft class was procedurally generated, and that you were going to get these new players. It was amazing. It was a game changer. Like, you get to be the general manager of an NFL team. Are you kidding? That's awesome. And I believe that sim racing titles are really missing. Can I go? Are you serious? I have to wait? Oh, wow. That is terrible. Anyway, I believe sim racing titles are missing the boat. They're missing out here. They could be presenting a much better career mode experience than they do. I'm interested to see what Assetto Corsa Competizione is going to do about that, because I am in the early access. I think it's pretty great. I'm looking forward to the full game release. But I really want to see what the career mode is going to be. Is it going to be an immersive career mode where you feel like you're part of a racing team and you're fighting for, you know, points in a championship? Or is it going to be kind of like Project Cars 2 or Assetto Corsa's career mode, where it's basically just a ladder system? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing particularly wrong, especially Project Cars 2 at least attempts to give you the feeling of an immersed career. Like, it's, you know, you get like emails and stuff, but it's kind of an after, like it's after, it's like, oh, by the way, there's emails. It's not like, I don't know. It could be better. It's good. It could be much better. And that's why I kind of like decided to do this was, one, I wanted to practice. I wanted to have a reason, you know, just so, you know, another tool, another motivational tool to sit down and drive laps. You know, work on getting better, and also it's fun to be creative. It's fun to think of different ideas. Like this is, you know, a pretty standard F1 career mode, but I'm already kind of planning maybe something a little, hopefully might be a little different than what other people have done. I'm still trying to kind of work out how that'll go. It's anyway, but you know, it's just, it's fun to be creative, to you know, just create whatever. So yeah, so safety car and 25% race. That's it's going to use up a large chunk of our available laps. I assume the safety car will probably go in this lap, in which case I'm going to be running in rich mix for a while. I might be able to... Got Stroll 2 places ahead. Gasly, I think we can get Gasly. I think we can get Stroll pretty quick there after the restart. Without knowing who else is up there. Raikkonen in front of him is going to be a harder ask. We'll see. We'll see. Now's when I damage the front wing. Anyway. We're going to have one more lap in the safety car, it looks like, maybe? Nope. anticipation. The anticipation. There we go. No! How did I not break my wing there? Holy cow. Alright, we're green. Let's go. Oh, bad around that corner. Bad around that corner. Oh, no. I don't think my tires are warm. I did a terrible job keeping my tires warm, so. It's bad racecraft. Bad racecraft. There, that's a terrible restart. Oh, we got some work to do now. Got some work to do now. Way too deep. Oh no. Oh no. I've absolutely made a joke of it. Oh, if things weren't hard to begin with after the bad restart, I've gone and overshot my braking point and put my car on the grass. Well, actually, that is completely believable. That's pretty much par for the course. But you know, one of the problems, I think one of the reasons I'm not better is that previously I would have used a replay flashback there, you know, and given myself a way out. But that's really, I don't know. Maybe that's holding me back. You know, not driving well enough to get better because I'm constantly using flashback. So. Just buckle down. Reeling Hulkenberg in here. Tires are coming back up to temp, so. Just set a purple sector there. See that? Holy cow. Alright. No. No, we had a DRS zone here. That's not chance. Oh, well, DRS isn't active yet though, but still. Pick your spots. Some places it's just not, you know, you just don't go for the pass there. Like Ocon and Verstappen in Brazil. If Ocon had just waited, you know, two more corners, he would have gotten Verstappen easily on the straight there. But no, made the lunge. Oh, he's gonna press onto the inside. All right, got Gasly next, a little wide. Gasly and the Toro Rosso is next. So I need to put some. Hey, way to cut the corner there, Tim. I'm gonna need to put some good laps together, get up to Gasly, but I think he's still got Stroll in front of him, so that might play into our advantage there if the Williams can slow down the Toro Rosso. That Williams is shockingly bad. The chassis and the aero on that are amazingly bad. I almost wouldn't mind seeing Formula One go to a homologated body kit like IndyCar has done, and like Formula E as well. Just well, for one, they're always talking about limiting, you know, bringing the cost of participation down. Well, that would bring the cost of participation down if you know, you save all that R&D money from individual teams. And let's face it, all the cars basically look the same anyway. You know, other than some minor weird little airlets or whatever that they have. They all basically look the same. It just seems like it's too much now about manufacturers and engineering and less about the driving. I'm not saying that just because you have a good car means you're going to win. Obviously, that's not the case. But it helps. And there are definitely some top drivers who don't end up making much of a name for themselves in Formula One because they end up getting stuck down on, mid to lower tier teams. It would have been nice. It would have been cool to see what Ocon could have done with a car that was more in line with every other car, like DTM cars. Performance is very close, but the racing is close, and it's awesome, exciting racing. So I don't understand why you wouldn't want that, I guess. Also, what about Verstappen the last half of the season? Holy crap. He was on a tear there at the last part of the season. Makes you feel even worse for Daniel Ricciardo and the luck he had. Oh, too deep. Damn it. Yep. We'll just... I had to use the old reset here, so I'm gonna let Verstappen by as a penance for my restart. Or my flashback, that is. Man, the best thing I ever did was take that racing line off. The game is so much more enjoyable without that line on the screen. Even if I do muck it up from time to time, late into a braking zone or whatever, it's well worth it. What the yellow was for? Was that for me? Did I slow down too much or something? Jeez, I don't think I'm going to score any points in this race here. That's unfortunate. Teammate status. Okay. Huh. I wonder why the voice wonder why the voice command's not working. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh. Nice. Whew. Oh, I did this. noise off them. I don't. It's gonna take a lot to close that gap, but give it a shot. It's not gonna happen like that though. Pushing too hard, missed the break point. Hartley was just to the outside there, to my left. I couldn't quite get over on my line. Couldn't guarantee he wouldn't be there. Oh, I did it again. It's not the tires. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, well. That's, you know, but what do? Get better. You do better. You learn from your mistakes and you do better. You know, hitting that flashback button doesn't teach you anything. Eating a big chunk of fat crow and sucking for a few more laps till the end, and maybe I'll pay attention better in the future. You know? Oh, that's unfortunate. That was somewhat better. See, you just got to learn from your mistakes. Who's that? Erickson working on me, huh? I caught the grass there on the inside. It's all falling apart. But just buckle down here. Lap and a half. Hit the marks. Finish strong. Bounce back in Bahrain. Still up on the grass a little bit, man. Erickson just ran into me. Thud. I think Erickson hit us. Worth it. All right, last lap. Gonna try and leave it all out here. Too early. Oh man, I wish that those 3 laps there towards the second, beginning of the second half of the race. If only I had been, if only my concentration hadn't wavered there. might have been contending for some points, but well, that's one of the things I've got to improve. I've got to be able to improve my consistency and, you know, not overrun, overshoot corners, go too deep into break zones. You know, it'll come with time. It'll come with time. Heck of a race going on in front of us, though. And I just